Glad you're stopping by. Welcome to LaNay's Hope. I'm doing things a little bit different today. I'm at home and thought I'd go ahead and shoot a video to show what it's really like for my grief journey, or what my grief journey is really like is a better way to put it. Today's not a very good day, and that's just how it is. You know, you don't get to pick what day things hit you the hardest. You just well, hi Loki. This is our Loki kitty, and he was my LaNay's kitty, and so now he's kind of my buddy, more so. He seems to come around a lot whenever I'm feeling really sad. I think his mommy sends him just so that I know she's there and she's watching over us. Boy, sure like her to be here. But as I was saying, when you're on this grief journey, you really don't get a choice on how things are going to work day to day. So you just make the best of it. After she passed away, we had to go back to work pretty quick. And so you just kind of go into a robotic mode where you're just doing what you have to do and not really paying homage to your feelings. You're just kind of shoving them down as you go through the day. And then you get that day off, like I have today. Excuse me. And it all just bubbles up. So I thought, why not create a video about it? Because this is the truth. I get dressed 4 days a week and do my hair and my makeup, and I go out and I deliver my little food and or whatever. And I can only manage right now 4 days a week, just physically not really too capable of doing more than that. And a lot of it is because of the grief, but my age as well, and my aches and pains. I have neuropathy in my feet, and so it can make it a little bit tricky. I may have mentioned that before. But it is always just having to hold back. And sometimes I can't. Sometimes I have to stop and take a break for a few minutes and process through whatever is coming up. But it still feels, excuse me, it still feels like I push it down and squelch it a lot. I'm in the process of trying to bring myself to move some things around, kind of create a space here at home where I can work on my videos, maybe as I'm doing today, record a little bit more outside of the car. But that requires moving a lot of things around. Right now I'm roosting in my Lauren's room, old room. She has slowly kind of moved into LaNay's old bedroom. It is the, I don't know what you call them these days. They're not, in my day, my era, they were master suites. And so she had that room, and so Lauren wanted to move into their room. She felt good about being in that room around LaNay's things. It helped her to feel a little bit closer to her. And so that's been the first big step in that direction. But outside of that, I haven't done a whole lot with touching any of the things that were hers. I find it really hard to even take the glass out of her bathroom that she last drank in, or drank from. I guess she wouldn't drink in it. But I have to move forward as best I can, so some things just have to be updated, and I want to do a really concise inventory of all of our things, and get some things boxed up, and we have a storage unit, maybe move some of those into a storage unit. Both Lauren and I don't want to get rid of any of her things. It's too soon, and so it's our intention to not do anything beyond what we're capable of doing. So that's where we're at. But eventually, I'm going to be making this room look a little bit better for videotaping. But for right now, it's real. It's my reality. It's what I live in. So that's all I have to say about that. I never really know why certain days hit me so hard. Sometimes it feels like I just keep getting hit over and over again in the stomach, and everything's just kind of comes up at once. I think as time progresses for us right now, Lauren and I were talking about this last night, it's not getting any easier, it's getting harder. Because it's the reality that she's never going to be able to come back. And I know for people who've never had experienced a significant loss in their life, that might be a little confusing, because logically, why wouldn't you just know that on day one? Well, you do. But the shock of it all has a tendency to blind you from the facts, because you're just so consumed in all of the emotion. And so little by little it starts to, I don't know, I felt kind of frozen this whole time, and you just kind of eventually start thawing as you go along. And that's when the reality of the situation becomes a lot more profound. And there are some days, like today, where I'm just extremely sad and I miss her. I miss her so much. I just miss all the little things and all the big things and everything in between. And there's just times when I don't know how I'm going to take the next step forward. But I will, because I pray every night to God and Jesus to please let me stay here for as long as I can. Because I need to be with Lauren. That's what we've experienced so far. She would end up being quite alone here, and that would just be devastating to me. So, you know, I have a lot to do still, and I know that someday I'll be with both my girls in heaven. When it comes time for us, I'll be there. That's my belief. Other people don't see it that way, and that's your prerogative. But mine is to believe that there is life after this, that we go on, we don't die. Our spirit and our soul lives on in heaven. And maybe it's just a wanted desire, but a lot of it is that I still feel her around me all the time, and I ask myself, well, how is that possible? If there isn't a place where her soul has gone on and continued, then I wouldn't, if that hadn't happened, then I don't think I would feel her. So, and it's not just a feeling inside, it's like a physical feeling at times. I feel like she touches the top of my head a lot. And that goes back to the 80s when my hair was even poofier. Big hair in the 80s, that was my thing. And it was always like, don't touch my hair. So I think now she messes with the top of my head because she knows that I can't do anything about it. At least that's how it feels. And like I said with Loki, sometimes he just comes running in when he hears me upset and wants to check on me and make sure that I'm okay. And it's just more than a feeling. It's just a knowing, and I can't describe it beyond that. I just know that she's here and that she wants us to know that she's still here with us. A big part of what she struggled with was dying. When you're in a trauma-related incident and other people have been killed or have lost their lives, that fear resonated in her for the last 24 years of her life. And it terrified her. And not just like, oh, I'm afraid to die. It wasn't that she lacked faith. She had very strong faith. And I think it just, the thought of being separated away from Lauren and I was really terrifying. She used to always say, but how, if something were to happen, how would we find each other again? And I just feel like we were so close. Our souls have always been connected. So of this started going down, I couldn't help but think about the fact that she was always so terrified, always so afraid of death. And I know she came to me, and she came to Lauren in a dream, separately, obviously. We both had dreams about her the night we finally came home from the hospital when everything had been settled. And what I mean by that is she was an organ donor. So, you know, you have to go through those procedures. And so once that was over, then it was over. And I had a dream that would only be significant for me, but when she came into my dream, she was letting me know that she had been overly worried about dying for no reason. And then she came to Lauren in a dream because Lauren had been upset, obviously, since the incident started on Saturday night. LaNay had never regained consciousness and was never able to talk to us again. And so Lauren had asked me the question when we were coming home from the hospital if I thought that she knew we were there and that we were holding her hand and telling her how much we loved her. Hey, buddy. And he's going to perch up here for a few minutes. All right. I'm okay. And she dreamt of her that night, and in the dream she was holding Lauren's hand and squeezing it as if to say, yes, I knew you were there and you were holding my hand. So like I said, I know that there are others that may not relate to that, may not feel that that's even feasible or possible. And you know, I'm not trying to convince anybody of what I believe or how I feel. I'm just trying to share what I'm going through in case someone else is going through it and is feeling alone or feeling some of the same things that I am. You're a sweet boy. All I know is that you just have to keep taking steps forward when you can. And try to build some level of a life around this horrible grief. Because I don't know what else you can do. But it's sad. And there are days when it feels impossible. And I keep trying, you know. I don't think I'm dishonoring her because I cry about her dying. Or that I feel, okay, get down, leap. Or that I, you know, that I wish she was still here, or all the feelings I have. I don't think I'm dishonoring her in the least bit. I think I'm honoring her because I loved her so incredibly much. And she was half of my heart and soul. The other half is in Lauren, and I think she knew that. I know she knew that. So it actually kind of helped to say some of this out loud. I always know when I wake up, I can feel it. I can feel it kind of growing inside from about the center of my chest. And I know that the tears will flow eventually. And those are the days I feel the most alone. So I appreciate you being here with me. And I do hope that this will somehow help other people. I really want that. And I'm really hoping that you all will come back and watch the rest of my videos and subscribe and follow along and engage. You know, there's an email address where you can send me an email if you'd like. You can always leave comments, of course. And I would just love to know how you're doing and how you're getting through all of it. Helping find ways to share that, because I don't think people understand how to deal with people who are grieving. I kind of ran into that on another platform, social media platform today. If I talk about losing my daughter, everybody just stops commenting it to me. And I think it's because people don't know. If you've never lost anybody that's that level of significance, then you just don't know. You don't know what it's like. And you don't know what to say. And I really am not ever looking for somebody to give me some sort of miracle or miraculous wording. I never know really what I'm looking for. But it does help to talk about it. And maybe it'll bring a little bit of peace for me today to get back out into the cold tundra tomorrow and go deliver food, which I'm not looking forward to. So, if you can help me out by subscribing and liking, get my little channel out there, maybe I can Okay, I work for DoorDash. Well, I don't work for them. I'm a contractor for DoorDash. And not that that really matters, but I would like to not be. I would like to be able to not have to do it as often anyway. And unfortunately, because of other circumstances, you know, I just don't have the ability to retire. So anyway, if you like my content, if you like my videos, if you want to help me help this poor old woman out, I would greatly appreciate it. So please subscribe, like, and share. And go out today and be the light for somebody. Be kind for that person. Maybe bring some joy into someone's life. And be hope. Hope for this world, hope for your family, hope for yourself. God bless you all today. And I will see you at the next video. Take care.